folks. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're now embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland, followed by a visit to the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. We got a lot of traveling ahead of us, so remember, for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Did you folks hear that? Sounds to me like we've reached the wilds of Adventureland, where you just might run into a lot of savage critters out there, including lions and tigers and tiki birds. Everybody best be on the lookout. You never know just what may show up. We're approaching our first stop, New Orleans Square Station. This station serves Frontierland, New Orleans Square, and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated till the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step while getting off. Have a good time in the Frontier, yeah? For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square.
This is your stop for Adventureland, Frontierland, and Critter Country. For those of you that are leaving us here at this station, please remain seated until the train reaches this stop.
To those who just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Where every day is a zippity doo dah. If you look at your heart, you'll be just fine. What a happy place. We're now passing where Winnie the Pooh, Chicken, Critter Rabbit, and Bear Bear make their homes and embark on fun-filled adventures. Although this land was made for critters, human tycoons are always invited to stop in to visit us. We're traveling along the rivers of America and into the American frontier as it looked more than a century ago. This area is so rich with natural beauty and wildlife. You can see why the early settlers were inspired to move west. You're seeing this view just like when we did, from the comfort of a genuine steam-powered train. When these iron horses first started crisscrossing the country, the time it took them to reach the west dropped from months to a matter of days. Finally, steam powered not only fueled trains, but the dreams of a whole new generation as they settled this great frontier.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome aboard the Holiday 4 here on the Disneyland Railroad. We are steaming our way into our next stop, Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway for all of Mickey's Toontown and Fantasyland attractions, which includes It's a Small World Holiday and the majestic Paddleboard Mountain. As a friendly reminder, Mickey's Toontown does close early tonight at 8:30, and preparation for tonight's fireworks spectacular at 9:25, Believe in Holiday Magic. We do have one more showing of a Christmas Fantasy Parade this evening at 5:45, just along the parade route. If you are going to be leaving us here at the next stop, please remain to come to a full
Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown. This is also our nearest stop to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you'll be leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Y'all have fun and say hi to Mickey. See you continuing on. Hello everyone, thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we steam on from Fantasyland, you may want to take one more look at the majestic Matterhorn Mountain and the happiest cruise that ever sailed. It's a small world. Everything is possible. If you look overhead, you might catch a glimpse of a monorail. When Disneyland introduced the monorail back in 1959, it was the first day to operate the monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere. Winding below us is the Autotopia, where drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of a car and no license is required. If you ever wanted to become an astronaut, then you might want to stop at Space Mountain and Star Tours, where they got some new fangled flying spaceships that launch you into the deepest reaches of space. You can ride them if you got the mind and the nerve. Well, folks, we're now arriving at Tomorrowland Station. If you'll be leaving us here, just stay seated till we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings and step carefully from the train. Thanks. Have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad, everybody. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us today. Please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please make sure small children are sitting away from the train opening towards the center of the road. Our next stop is going to be Main Street, USA, but first we're taking a quick detour. We're traveling through the Grand Canyon and the Primeval world. During that time, we ask you to turn the flash off on your camera so there's no flash photography as we're traveling through the Grand Canyon and Primeval world. As you can imagine, it does disrupt the dinosaurs, and we don't want any of that.
To those joining us, welcome aboard. The next leg of our journey will take us along the rim of the Grand Canyon. It's a mighty long drop to the canyon floor, so for your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Be sure to watch your kids and no flash pictures, please.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash. dinosaurs.
We're now steaming back to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you'll be leaving us here, stay in your seat till we come to a full stop. And remember to gather all your personal belongings.
Please remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop. This is going to be our stop for Main Street, USA. You may depart here to travel down Main Street, or you can exit the park and head into Disney California Adventure or downtown Disney. This is our only station without any ramps, so please wait till you get to the bottom of the stairs before unloading your strollers. Please remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop.
Main Street, USA.